Hi, guys. The majority of women out here were never taught what a good man looks like. They were never shown the true blueprint and inner workings of a good man. A lot of women didn't grow up with strong, positive role models, so it makes it damn near impossible for them to actually be able to identify one. A lot of this has to do with the female liberation movements that sold them lies. The feminist movement got their mothers, and the Me Too movement got them. They have little to no personal examples of good men. So they seek out society and social media to teach them what a good man looks like and what a good man actually is. And what does social media do and society? They glorify the exact opposite of a good man. And these women fall for the trap because that's all they have to go off of. They get fed images of violence, arrogance, and womanizers as the ideal of manliness. They're shown men who are valued for their wealth and physical strength rather than their integrity and masculinity. So when you come along leading by example of what a good man actually is and what it really entails is foreign to them, and they go into fight or flight mode. The bad thing about going into fight or flight mode is that most people choose to flee instead of fight because it's easier to run away and avoid unfamiliar and uncomfortable situations instead of confronting them head on. By simply existing and being yourself as a good man, you're introducing her to a world that's so far removed from her reality and every single thing that she's been conditioned to believe. Her initial response is confusion, and then her second response is to reject it. A common defense mechanism that these women will use is self sabotage by creating self fulfilling prophecies because they believe they're not worthy of a good man. See, the thing is, most women want a good man. Most women want to be treated right. Nobody goes through life saying, yeah, I want to be treated like shit today. But if that's what you're used to and what you're familiar with, then you start to equate it to love. I've literally had women come to me and say that a man doesn't love them if he doesn't hit them because they equate physical violence to love. They equate jealousy to love. They equate control to love because this is all they've known. At the end of the day, these are all the same, though. They're trauma responses. And depending on who you are and what type of person you are, you might feel the urge to step in and save her or prove how much of a good man you are to her in an effort to show her how things could be with you. However, remember this, you are not obligated to be anyone's educator, especially when you've got your own battles to fight, your own growth, personal growth to focus on, your own path that you're walking. Staying true to who you are unapologetically, focusing on your future, bettering yourself, and leveling up in life, these are your task at hand. Because while the right woman can definitely accelerate your path because she's an asset to your life, the wrong one will derail you and slow you down because she's a liability to your life. It's not your job to patch the cracks from a woman's inadequate childhood or flawed upbringing. Remember that. It's not your job to try and undo the warped stories that she's digested and accepted as universal truths. You're not expected to instantly transform a woman's perspective on life. That's not your job, that's hers. Because let me remind you, the average life expectancy of men worldwide is 72. And that's on the long end of the spectrum. Do you know how short 72 years is? Meaning you don't have the luxury of wasting time trying to re raise someone. If she does not come to you, at least willing to admit her flaws and more importantly, willing to actually work on herself, you're wasting your time. Because in order for you to make it work with a woman like this, she has to be willing to put in the work on herself and willing to trash certain parts of her beliefs and behavior that have been constructed through years and years and years of societal conditioning and social media bombardment. Your ultimate goal is to keep being you unapologetically and authentically, to continue evolving and growing and pursuing your ambitions, because in doing so, you'll raise the bar along with your standards and expectations. Remember that staying true to who you are doesn't mean that you have to fit into someone else's definition of what they feel like a good man is. It means living life according to your principles, regardless of whether they align with societal norms or not. And if your authenticity makes other people uncomfortable, remember that it's not your responsibility to adjust your identity to fit their comfort zone either. Continue to be the self defined good man that you are and let the world adjust. They'll be okay. Trust me. So, until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Man, yeah, she is so on point. So man, so Olivia, so she's always saying the real, and that's what we need. We need more women like that, that they're telling the women the truth instead of women wanting to welcome other women into the sisterhood of failure. You're probably thinking, what is the sisterhood of failure? So the sisterhood of failure is when women, by them being older and being bitter and going through a lot of stuff and having all kind of things happen to them, that they actually could have used this knowledge and game when they was younger. But then so what they would do is they would rather not tell the younger women anything because they are looking at the younger women as their competition. So we need more women telling women the truth so that they can go and just not waste their youth. So it's been promoted for the women to go and enjoy themselves and act like a 304 in their 20s, and suddenly when they get in their mid 30s or late 30s, they can find the perfect guy. It don't work like that. So you're not gonna have the same choices that you had when you was in your early 20s as you will have when you're in your mid 30s or late 30s, or beyond that though. And picking picking the wrong partner will alter your fate. It sure would, I think, because they're so close to you. So it definitely would change everything. So most guys have to also to raise their standards and require for a woman to do more versus just show up and just have sex with him whenever she feel like it. Because I tell guys all the time, everything that a woman does for you outside of sex says how she really feel about you. If she really likes you, she's gonna want to enhance your life. She's gonna want to add value. She's gonna want to help you do different things. She's gonna want to help you with your purpose. She's gonna want to help you with your mission. If you got a business, she's gonna want to go and support you in any kind of way. So so definitely she should want to help you, but guys have to also to raise their standards and not just allowing a woman to just show up and then just wanting a free ride after he done put in all that work. So yeah, so a lot of women nowadays, yeah, so they don't really like nice guys. So yeah, it sound older. I take it back. They like nice guys when they get older, and then when they just been through the ringer and they just had all kind of kids and all kind of experiences with all the players and the womanizers and the max, and later on, they want that nice guy to save them at the end. So yeah, so we need women like this that's telling women to shoot so that they can make better choices while they're in their youth. It make a big difference because women really, really should work on slitting the deal with a guy when she's at the height of her beauty. So I know that some of you all might not like this though, but really, a woman is at the height of her beauty at around 23, 24. That's really the height of her beauty. So that's really the time that a woman should really, really work on getting the kind of man that she wants and getting out of the game, not waiting till after the game is pushing her or kicking her out of the door. So yeah, so now we're gonna get into the second clip.
Y'all just be talking because it sound good. Y'all may want the image of it, but y'all don't really want what comes with being with a real man. Because here's the thing, a real man is going to be a leader. And that man is not going to want no loud, obnoxious woman that's always questioning him, constantly challenging him. He does not want to fight with you every day because you don't know how to shut up. If you want a real man that's going to provide and protect, you have to fall back and let him do what he was made to do. We hear all the time how black women are the least protected. But what we don't talk about is maybe the reason we're not getting the protection we want from our men is because don't nobody want to protect somebody that don't even like to listen. Some of y'all
Let's look at that. That's a great point though. So yeah, and also ladies, it's about you finding the right kind of guy that you like and getting with his program. Getting with his program, find a guy that he actually makes good decisions and then he has a track record of getting things done, a track record of getting results and getting with his program. And then yeah, and I tell guys this all the time. When a woman really, really likes you, she's not gonna give you all that back talk and her wanting to ask you all these other questions. No, she's gonna want to, she will cooperate. That's really how you can tell. If she's willing to cooperate, that's when you can tell that she has the highest level of interest in you. But when she's giving you all this other back talk, and she always got something to say, and she always trying to test you. Women try to test guys like that they don't like. So yeah, so it's just that a lot of women aren't used to a man, doing what he say and not being coochie whip, and then just putting his purpose first. Because really, the main difference between a simp and an alpha dude or a boss dude, period, is that boss dude, that alpha dude, he's gonna put his purpose first, and so he put himself first, his purpose, and then he puts the woman third, because he knows that if he's not right, everybody will suffer. But that sucker, he's gonna put that woman first, and he's gonna not be focused on what he has to do, because he just so into wanting to please her and not take care of what he need to do, and in the end, she's gonna not respect him regardless. So if you notice so too, women make songs about guys who are the assholes, the womanizers, the guys who put what they do first, the guys they are not coochie with. So, but yeah, so that's what it is. Or then I noticed too, like a lot of times, a lot of women, they like to have sex with the alpha male because he's masculine and he do what he want to do and he don't care. So a lot of women are attracted to that though. But then a lot of times they like to be in relationships with the beta male. The beta male, he puts it on a pedestal. And the main difference how you can tell between an alpha male and a beta male is the alpha male makes her earn whatever he gives her. It comes down to his time, his resources. He make her earn that, and then she respect it. Women respect what they have to earn. When women go to school and they get their degrees, they value that because they had to earn it. The simp, just because a woman is beautiful, he wants to give her the world. She don't have to earn nothing. He's so afraid to say anything to jeopardize his chances of having sex with her. And she know that there's weakness though, but then she'll deal with it. So yeah, so it's all about the woman wanting to cooperate, and she's wanting to give you, yeah, so give you peace, knowing when to be quiet, not wanting to nag you, just let you. It's hard enough as it is, ladies, for a man to make money. But if a man has to go out there in the world and make things happen and then come home to a battle with you, that's too much to take. So only certain type of guys would do that though. So all right, let me go let her. I just had to add that in there for y'all.
Black women, y'all want to act like a man. Y'all want to do everything that the man do. Okay, then that means you got to protect your own self, because that's what real men do. See, y'all don't want a real man. Y'all want a weak man. Y'all want a man to let y'all do whatever y'all want to do, say whatever y'all want to say. Y'all want him to ask y'all for permission. But baby, that's not a real man.
Yep, so that's only a simp and a sucker, and also too, y'all. I'm gonna also make a show about the dangers of women being with simps. And I'm gonna tell y'all one right now. One of the major dangers that women don't think about though is when you're dealing with a guy and he's a simp, if things don't work out, that simp will kill you, that simp will beat you up, that simp will do all kind of things to you if things don't work out. So it's also dangerous when you all be with a guy that he can't take it as if things don't work out, or he can't take it as if you want to move on. So a lot of bad things happen to women when they're dealing with a guy like that. So in the beginning, you think it's cool that he's buying you whatever and he's doing whatever he can. He's trying to impress you, but if something happened and then you don't want him, he can't take it. And then it's been a whole bunch of cases, which I'm gonna talk about that in the video too, the dangers of being with a simp. But a real man is gonna make you better, and he's gonna tell you the truth, and then he's gonna just say what it is. So but let me let her finish saying that.
That's a simp. Y'all.
So, all right, y'all. So, I want to come in on there. And, ladies, and the other thing is that which makes a big difference, ladies, is you have to get your look in order. So, if you want a man, it's true. People judge a person based off of how they look first. So, if you want to have the best kind of guys to take you more seriously, you have to have your look right. So, think about it, ladies. If you want a man that has his money right, he want his woman look to be right. And men do like natural things. Men like natural hair, natural beauty. So like I said, I'm at a point where unless I see a woman fresh out of the shower with no makeup, yeah, it's just that I'm not easily impressed. So I look at it as a lie. Having a face full of makeup, a lie. Having weaves, a lie. Fake BBL, a lie. Fake breasts, a lie. All this stuff is fake, 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 fake. But then you say you want a real man. So men want purity. Men want a woman that's natural. Men want a woman, that's peaceful, and then that's one of my other things that I look for in a woman that's easy to get along with. It shouldn't be that difficult. Men are so simple. A lot of times it goes over women's heads. You just give him peace, give him sex, make him a meal. It's really that simple, but a lot of times it go over a woman's heads. And in fact, ladies, I'm gonna give you all another bit of game that'll help you out. Even if you're not the finest, most beautiful woman, if you at least look nice, or I say just attractive enough, you're tone enough, and then you know how to just be pleasant and be easy to get along with, guys will basically give you whatever you want. Let me say that again. In fact, I'm gonna get a little bit more closer so y'all can see me. Ladies, if you look at least decent, I mean, it's even better if you look attractive. If you look attractive and then you're pleasant to be around, and then you don't talk shit or whatever, and then you're just easy to get along with, guys will give you whatever you want without you even having to have sex with them. Real talk though. Just it's that simple. And also too, when I see a woman that she's very, very beautiful, and then she's older, and I say she's like in her 30s, even 40s, first thing that I say is, okay, she couldn't decide, and she couldn't find a man to get on his program and get out of the game. Because a really, really fine, attractive woman, she has more chances than anybody. She had more opportunity than most women, but then she couldn't just get with a man program, and she couldn't decide. Matter of fact, I gotta do an episode about what do you call it? I think it was called the men's store. So it was hilarious when like when it had it where actually I got it next time. I'm gonna tell you all about it real quick though. So the men's store was when they asked a group of women, and they say, okay, you're on the first floor, and that's, these guys are, what they say, they said, these guys are masculine, and then they treat you good, and it's something like that, and then the women would say, well, I go up, and then they'll say something how, well, this guy, he treats you good, and he's masculine, he's 6'4", and then the women be like, okay, I go up. And then they'll say something about how, okay, this guy, he treats you good, he's masculine, he's 6'4", so he got a 9-incher, I think, so and the woman was like, well, I go up. and then on the last one they said, well, okay, this guy, he's masculine, which I am 6'4" too, so almost 6'5", so yeah, they'll say, okay, this guy, he's the next floor. This guy, he's masculine. He treats you good. He's 6'4". He packing. He got a 9-incher. He make $500,000 a year. I think, and then the woman be like, well, I go up, and then. And then they think of the next floor, but okay, this man doesn't exist. So you have to know when to get out of the game. So just always expecting and thinking that things can get better, you're gonna eventually wind up, yes, just you're gonna wind up with nothing. So I child. So my friend, yeah, I gotta do a video on that though, but that's basically what they were saying. So I child. So ladies, if you're trying to get your look right, I'm the trainer for you. This is what I do. So I specialize in helping women tone their body. I'm also a certified glue specialist. So it's all about being natural, having a natural body, and becoming what you want. So if you want to be that woman that men say, wow, they look at her and say, wow, she's disciplined, she's committed. And those are things that comes from being fit. Being fit, the first thing God say is she can stick to a program. She has a certain amount of self-control. She's disciplined, So yeah, so that's so important. So you can fill out my application, and then we can see if my program is a good fit for you. So like, share, and subscribe to the video. You can donate if you all want to. I got the bands that also will help you tone your whole body. And ladies, remember, God wants you healthy and fit, and the devil wants you to procrastinate and put it off and use all the excuses about how you're so busy with work. So that's what the devil wants. The devil wants you to keep getting bigger, keep making excuses. The holidays finna keep coming up, and the average person gains 7 to 12 pounds from the holidays. So ladies, do you want that to be you? All right, y'all. So I'll see you all next time. Remember, like, share, and subscribe, and we the best.